but your line was busy. So, it waits until the world quiets down, and then it whispers, "Are you ready to listen?" Now, don't panic. This doesn't mean you're about to have some ghostly encounter or a lightning bolt of enlightenment strike you. It simply means you're being called to awareness, to look within, to listen, and to realign. When your soul needs your attention, it doesn't always send a polite email. Sometimes it wakes you up at 3:33 a.m. But let's make this relatable. Think of your mind as your phone and your higher self as the universe trying to send you an update. If you ignore the notification all day because, let's be honest, you're busy surviving, then the system might try again when your phone isn't cluttered with alerts. That's the 3 a.m. moment. Your system rebooting, your soul updating, your spirit saying, "Hey, there's something you need to pay attention to." Here's the thing, most people wake up during those hours and immediately go into stress mode. They fight it. They toss and turn, frustrated. But what if instead of resisting it, you leaned into it? What if you treated it as an invitation? Because the moment you shift your perspective, everything changes. So let's unpack what this could mean for you and what you can do about it. Because, my friend, this isn't about superstition. This is about alignment. First, let's understand why it happens. From a biological standpoint, between 3 and 5 a.m., your body goes through natural energy transitions. It's the time your liver is most active, detoxifying your system. That means your body is literally cleaning up physically and energetically. So, if you wake up around that time feeling anxious or restless, your body might be signaling that something emotionally, mentally, or even spiritually is being processed. It's clearing old energy, old beliefs, or old fears, spiritually speaking. It's also a call to awareness. Think of it like the universe gently shaking your shoulder, saying, "You've been running too fast. Come back to center." Maybe there's a decision you've been avoiding, a dream you've been postponing, or an emotion you've been suppressing. The universe uses quiet hours because that's when you're most likely to hear the truth without distractions. If you've ever woken up at 3:30 a.m. with your mind replaying worries about money, relationships, or your purpose, that's not random. That's your energy trying to communicate. The question isn't, "Why can't I sleep?" It's, "What am I being asked to notice?" Now, here's where most people go wrong. They immediately jump into overthinking. They scroll through social media, open messages, or binge watch something to distract the discomfort. But the more you resist the message, the louder it gets. So instead of trying to escape that wake-up call, start treating it like a sacred meeting. Here's what you can do the next time it happens. Step 1. Don't panic. The moment you open your eyes and see it's 3 a.m., take a deep breath. Remind yourself that nothing's wrong. Say gently to yourself, "I am safe. I am being guided." That alone shifts your energy from fear to peace. Step 2. Stay still for a moment. Notice how you feel. Are you anxious, calm, heavy, emotional? Sometimes the energy of the day lingers in your body, and your spirit is trying to release it. Just observe. Don't judge it. Step 3. Ask the universe or your higher self a simple question. What are you trying to show me right now? Then listen. Not with your ears, but with your awareness. You might receive a thought, a feeling, or a sudden clarity about something that's been bothering you. Don't rush it. Just let it unfold. If nothing comes immediately, that's okay too. The fact that you're open to listening already tells the universe you're ready for guidance. Step 4. Journal. Keep a small notebook beside your bed. Write down anything that comes up the time, what you felt, what thoughts crossed your mind. Patterns will start to appear. Maybe you'll notice you always wake up around the same hour when you're overwhelmed, or when you're about to experience a breakthrough. The universe speaks in patterns. Step 5. Release. After journaling, if your mind still feels busy, whisper to yourself, "Whatever I no longer need, I release now." Picture yourself exhaling the worry out of your body. You don't have to hold it anymore. Sometimes that alone allows you to fall back asleep peacefully. But even if you don't, Trust that something beautiful is realigning within you. Now let's talk about something funny, because if we can't laugh about our 3AM awakenings, what can we do? Have you noticed how the thoughts that visit you at that hour are always the most dramatic? At 3:10 a.m., your brain suddenly remembers that awkward thing you said in 2014, or convinces you you're probably going to ruin your entire future because you didn't send one email. You start arguing with imaginary people in your head, winning debates that don't exist. Then by morning, you realize, wait, none of that mattered. That's your mind purging. It's trying to offload unnecessary clutter. So when you wake up mid-drama, don't take every thought seriously. Half of them are just energetic leftovers from the day. When you learn to laugh at it instead of feeding it, you reclaim your peace. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. and your brain says, let's overthink everything, just smile and say, no thanks, universe. I'm just here to listen. Now, here's a deeper layer to this. Many cultures believe that between 3 and 5 a.m., your intuition is most heightened. This means the ideas or inspirations you receive during that window are often pure, unfiltered truth. The world is quiet, your ego is half asleep, and your spirit is wide awake. Some of the most life-changing ideas are born during these hours. Artists, inventors, writers, and spiritual seekers have all reported receiving insights at this time. So, instead of cursing the sleeplessness, treat it like a cosmic brainstorming session. If you keep waking up around the same time, it might also be connected to specific energy centers in your body. For instance, waking up around 3 a.m. often links to emotional blockages in the heart or lungs, symbolically, grief or lack of self-expression. Around 4 a.m., it could indicate suppressed fear or resistance to change. The universe uses the language of timing to point you toward healing. But the beauty is, you don't have to figure it all out at once. Just being curious, just asking, what is this trying to teach me, begins the process. I want you to think about something powerful. Maybe the universe isn't trying to disturb your sleep, it's trying to awaken your awareness. Maybe it's saying, you've been living too much on autopilot. Let's reconnect. The difference between disturbance and awakening is your perspective. If you see 3 a.m. as a problem, it becomes 1. But if you see it as guidance, it transforms into peace. Here's a little secret. The universe doesn't shout, it whispers. It uses nudges, synchronicities, patterns, and yes, even your sleep schedule to get your attention. The question is, are you willing to pause and listen? So, the next time you find yourself awake while everyone else is dreaming, remember this. You've been invited to a quiet conversation with the divine. You're not being punished, you're being awakened. And before we continue, I want you to take this to heart. Every spiritual awakening begins in stillness. Every major transformation starts in discomfort. So don't run from it. Don't scroll past it. Just breathe, listen, and trust that something in you is trying to rise. Because sometimes, when life gets too loud during the day, the universe waits for the night to speak. Now that you understand what those 3 a.m. wake-up calls could mean, let's go deeper into how to actually work with them, how to use that sacred window not just to listen, but to transform your life. Because if the universe is calling, there's a reason. You weren't just pulled from sleep for nothing. You're being invited to align your inner world with the reality you want to create. Let's be real for a second. Most people live their days reacting. They wake up, grab their phones, get flooded by notifications, rush through routines, and by the time they breathe, it's bedtime again. The soul doesn't get a chance to speak. The universe has to find a quiet pocket of time to reach you, and that's usually between 3 and 5 a.m. So instead of resenting that hour, think of it as your private meeting with the infinite. The world sleeps, but you are awake, and that's powerful. Here's a simple truth. Awareness always comes before change. You can't fix what you're unaware of. So, when you wake up at 3:15 a.m. and feel restless, see it as a spotlight on what needs attention. Maybe it's that job you've outgrown. Maybe it's the dream you keep postponing. Maybe it's forgiveness you owe yourself. The universe doesn't nag, it nudges. Repeated wake-ups mean repeated messages. Once you understand the message, the pattern often stops. So what can you actually do when it happens? Let's turn this from a spiritual mystery into a practical tool. First, practice conscious stillness. When you wake up, don't grab your phone. Don't jump out of bed. Place your hand over your heart and take 3 slow breaths. Say quietly, "I am open to guidance." This single sentence changes everything. It tells your subconscious mind to switch from fear to receptivity. The moment you stop fighting the wake-up and start listening, you shift from anxiety to awareness. Second, use what I call the mirror mind method. It's simple. Imagine that whatever thought or emotion wakes you is simply reflecting something within you that wants to be healed. If you wake up anxious, it's not punishment, it's information. It's showing you where your energy is misaligned. You can ask, what belief or emotion am I carrying that no longer serves me? Just the act of asking begins the release. Third, bring light into the darkness, literally. If you can, light a small candle or use a soft lamp. The glow acts as a symbol. It reminds you that even in your darkest hour, light is present. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Don't force thoughts. Just breathe. Sometimes silence does more healing than 1,000 affirmations. But if you want to go deeper, here's something truly transformative. Use those hours to reprogram your subconscious. Between 3 and 5 a.m., your brain is in a state similar to deep meditation, that half-awake, half-dreaming zone where your subconscious mind is wide open. This is prime time to plant new beliefs. Instead of scrolling through worries, start repeating powerful affirmations. Say things like, "I am safe and supported by the universe. Everything that happens is guiding me to my highest good. I trust my path, even when I don't see it clearly. I am ready for divine ideas to flow through me." Don't underestimate the power of these words. Spoken with belief, they imprint your subconscious. Your words are energy, and energy always finds a way to manifest. The more you repeat truth, the less space fear has to live. Now, let's talk about another interesting side of this. Sometimes the universe wakes you because it knows that's the only time you'll be still enough to receive a download, a creative idea, a solution, an inspiration. You might suddenly get an idea for a business, a line for a book, or clarity about a problem. Write it down. Don't overthink it. Often, those quiet insights are the universe's blueprint for your next step. I once heard someone say, "The universe whispers before it roars." That means, if you ignore the gentle 3 a.m. whispers long enough, life might send you louder lessons during the day, stress, setbacks, or sudden change. So, these small wake-up calls are actually the kindest form of guidance. They're the universe saying, "Let's fix this before it becomes chaos." Now, here's something I want you to remember and maybe laugh about too. Sometimes you wake up at 3 a.m., not because the universe is speaking, but because you drank too much water before bed. Yes, practicality matters too. So before declaring yourself spiritually chosen, make sure your body isn't just doing its job. Balance the mystical with the logical. That's how you stay grounded. Still, if you find it happening repeatedly, it's worth paying attention. You might even find that those hours start feeling peaceful once you embrace them. Because when you stop resisting, you start receiving. Let me give you a little experiment. For the next 7 nights, if you wake up during that 3-5 a.m. window, instead of tossing and turning, do this. Take a deep breath and say, "I am awake with purpose." Ask, what emotion am I holding on to that I can let go of tonight? Listen. You'll feel something, maybe a thought, a memory, or even nothing at all. But trust that awareness is working. Say, "I release what no longer serves me." Whisper a gratitude. "Thank you, universe, for guiding me." Then close your eyes and imagine yourself wrapped in calm light. You'll be surprised how often you fall back asleep effortlessly after that. Now, let's add a sprinkle of humor. You ever notice how the universe never picks 8 a.m. when you're well rested, coffee in hand, and ready to listen? No, it picks 3 a.m. when your hair, looks like a bird's nest, and you're trying to remember your own name. But that's the beauty of it. Spiritual lessons rarely arrive when it's convenient. They arrive when they're needed. There's something very humbling about realizing you are part of a vast, intelligent design. You are not alone. The same force that moves the stars in the sky is aware of you, and sometimes it wakes you at 3 a.m. to remind you of that. You matter. Your energy matters. Your alignment matters. You see, when you start honoring those wake-up moments, life outside of them begins to change too. You become more aware during the day. You start catching yourself before reacting negatively. You feel calmer, more grounded, more intuitive. Why? Because you're training your spirit to listen, not just to noise, but to truth. Here's something beautiful. Once you learn to listen to the universe at night, you'll start hearing it everywhere, in music, in random conversations, in synchronicities, in numbers, even in delays and detours. Because when you're aligned, the whole world becomes a messenger. I want you to think of this message not as some mystical bedtime story, but as a wake-up invitation, literally. The universe doesn't just want you to survive your days. It wants you to live them consciously, with power and peace. That's why it taps you gently in the dark. So, the next time you wake up between 3 and 5 a.m., don't sigh in frustration. Smile, whisper, "I'm listening." Because the more you listen, the more the universe speaks. Let's recap what we've learned, not as a list, but as a rhythm you can carry with you. When you wake up in the dark, remember nothing's wrong. You are simply being invited. When your mind races, don't chase the thoughts. Breathe. Let them pass. When you feel heavy, don't resist it. Ask what it's trying to teach you. When you receive insight, write it down. That's divine instruction in disguise. When you fall back asleep, trust that something within you has shifted. And when morning comes, carry that stillness into your day. Treat your life like the conversation never ended. You see, we're all looking for signs that the universe is listening. But often, the real question is, are we listening to the universe? It speaks through timing, through emotion, through silence, and yes, even through sleepless nights. I know some nights feel lonely, but maybe that's when you're closest to your truth, when the distractions fade, and all that's left is you, your breath, and the vast quiet around you. That's where real awakening begins. That's where you realize you were never disconnected. You just forgot how to tune in. So here's your invitation. Tonight, if you wake up again, don't reach for your phone. Reach for awareness. Let your first thought be gratitude. Say, "Thank you for waking me up in every sense of the word." You might find that what once felt like disturbance becomes a doorway. What once felt like sleeplessness becomes connection. And what once felt like chaos becomes clarity. Because the truth is, the universe is always talking. You've just learned how to listen. And before you go, I want to challenge you tonight. If that moment comes, if you open your eyes at 3, 3:33, or 4:44, don't groan. Smile. Breathe. Say one affirmation out loud. That's your first act of conscious creation. That's you showing the universe you're ready to co-create your reality. And when you do, I promise the magic begins to unfold in ways you can't yet imagine. Now, if this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, because someone else out there is probably staring at their ceiling at 3:22 a.m., wondering what's wrong with them, when really, something very right is trying to happen. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you've ever had that experience, and if you're ready to start listening to those quiet messages from the universe. And of course, subscribe if you want more reminders of how powerful and guided you truly are. Because remember, those 3 a.m. moments aren't interruptions, they're invitations. And the universe? It's waiting for your response. Your subconscious mind isn't trying to sabotage you out of malice. It's actually trying to protect you. It thinks it's being helpful when it whispers, "Don't try that. Remember what happened last time?" It's like having an overprotective parent who never learned that you've grown up and can handle more than they think you can. But here's what's absolutely delicious about this situation. Your subconscious mind, for all its power, is actually quite gullible. It believes whatever you tell it consistently and with feeling. It's like that friend who believes everything they read on the internet. Bless their heart. The challenge is, most of us have been accidentally programming it with the wrong information for decades. Like teaching it a language where I can't means hello and I'm not worthy means good morning. Your subconscious operates on what I like to call the universal law of belief. Whatever you truly believe, you will experience. Not what you think you should believe, not what sounds nice at a dinner party, but what you actually deeply believe in that secret chamber of your heart. It's like having a very literal genie who takes your deepest convictions and says, "Your wish is my command." Even when your wish is, "I always mess things up," or "good things don't happen to people like me." The fascinating thing about beliefs is that they're not facts. They're just thoughts we've thought so many times that they feel like facts. You weren't born believing you weren't good enough. That's something you learned, which means, darling, it's something you can unlearn. Your subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever seeds you plant consistently will grow, whether they're flowers or weeds. Now, let me share with you 3 powerful ways to reprogram this mental roommate of yours, and I promise you, these aren't your grandmother's positive thinking techniques. These are based on how your mind actually works, not how we wish it worked. The first method I call the divine detective technique, and this one is going to turn you into the Sherlock Holmes of your own success story. You see, your subconscious has been playing detective for years, but it's been looking for evidence of your limitations, your failures, your reasons why things won't work out. We're simply going to redirect its investigative skills toward finding evidence of your magnificence. Every single day, I want you to find at least 3 pieces of evidence that support the person you're becoming. Now, these don't have to be earth-shattering moments. Did you make someone smile today? Evidence of your positive impact. Did you choose the healthier option at lunch even when you wanted the chocolate cake? Evidence of your self-discipline and self-love. Did you resist the urge to scroll social media for an extra hour and actually read that book instead? Evidence, darling, sweet evidence of your commitment to growth. Here's the beautiful part. Your brain is already wired to look for patterns and evidence. We're just changing what it's looking for. It's like switching from a news channel that only reports disasters to one that celebrates human triumphs. Same brain, different programming. Start a little journal. Use your phone. Write it on sticky notes. I don't care how you do it. But write down these 3 pieces of evidence every single night before you go to sleep. Why before sleep? Because that's when your subconscious is most receptive, like rich soil ready for new seeds. Your subconscious mind will start to think, maybe we've been looking at this all wrong. Maybe there's more evidence of success here than we realized. The second technique is what I call the assumption game. And this one is absolutely magical because it works with one of the most powerful principles in the universe, the principle that we become what we assume ourselves to be. Instead of fighting your current reality like you're wrestling with a stubborn mule, you're going to start living from the assumption that what you want has already happened. Now, I'm not talking about delusional thinking here. I'm talking about something much more sophisticated. If you want to be confident, start asking yourself throughout the day, what would a confident person do in this situation? And then do that thing. If you want to be successful, start making decisions from the assumption that you are already successful. How would a successful person handle this email, this conversation, this setback, this opportunity? It's like method acting for your life, except the role you're playing is the person you're meant to become. You're not pretending to be someone else. You're practicing being the fullest version of yourself. And here's the miraculous part. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So when you consistently act from the assumption of your success, your subconscious starts filing away evidence that supports this new identity. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say you want to start a business, but you're terrified because you think you don't know enough. Instead of waiting until you feel ready, which, let's be honest, might be never, start making decisions from the assumption that you're already a successful entrepreneur. How would a successful entrepreneur research their market? How would they handle their first client conversation? How would they dress for a business meeting? You see, confidence isn't something you wait to feel. It's something you practice until it becomes natural. Every time you act as if you already are who you want to become, you're sending a clear message to your subconscious. This is who we are now. Please update your records accordingly. The third method is my personal favorite, the Grateful Rebel technique. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, she's going to tell me to be grateful for my problems like they're some kind of gift. Not quite, my dear. We're going to rebel against the tyranny of focusing on what's wrong by becoming absolutely obsessed with what's working, what's beautiful, what's going right in your life. Every morning, before you even think about checking your phone, and yes, before you reach for that digital drug that tells you all the ways the world is falling apart, you're going to find 5 things you're genuinely grateful for. But here's the revolutionary twist. At least 2 of them have to be about yourself. I'm grateful for my creativity, even when it feels blocked. I'm grateful for my resilience, even when I feel tired. I'm grateful for my sense of humor, especially when life gets ridiculous. I'm grateful for my heart that keeps loving even when it's been hurt. I'm grateful for my courage, even the tiny acts of bravery that nobody else sees. We're training your subconscious to notice your own magnificence, to become a connoisseur of your own worth. This isn't just feel-good fluff, darling. Gratitude literally rewires your brain. Scientists have proven that grateful people have more activity in the hypothalamus, the part of the brain that regulates stress, and increased dopamine production, which makes you feel happier and more motivated. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you're telling your subconscious, look for more of this, please. This is what I want to experience. It's like programming your mental GPS to take you to Successville instead of Struggletown, to Joy Junction instead of Misery Boulevard. But here's what makes you a grateful rebel. You're not just passively appreciating what's already there. You're actively creating new things to be grateful for by taking inspired action from a place of appreciation rather than desperation. Now, I can practically hear your subconscious mind having a little tantrum right about now. But what if this doesn't work? What if I'm the exception? What if I'm too damaged, too old, too set in my ways? Oh, honey, that's just your mental roommate throwing a fit because it realizes its lease is about to expire. Change is uncomfortable for everyone, including your subconscious mind. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't have to believe these techniques will work for you to start doing them. You just have to be willing to experiment. Think of it as a 30-day trial run. If Netflix can get a 30-day trial, surely your own transformation deserves the same commitment. The beautiful thing about these techniques is that they work whether you believe in them or not, because they're based on how your mind naturally operates. Your subconscious is always listening, always recording, always responding to the consistent messages you send it. We're simply being more intentional about what messages we're sending. I want you to pick just one of these techniques, whichever one made you think, I could actually do that, or that sounds interesting, and I want you to try it for the next 7 days. Not a month, not a year, just 7 days. That's it. Your subconscious loves consistency more than it loves perfection, so even if you do it imperfectly, you're still winning. Maybe you miss a day with your gratitude practice. So what? You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be consistent. Maybe you forget to look for evidence of your success one evening. That's fine. Just start again the next day. Progress, not perfection, is the goal here. Here's what I know to be absolutely true, and I've seen this work in my own life and in the lives of countless others. You already have everything within you that you need to succeed. Your subconscious mind is not your enemy. It's just a very dedicated employee who's been working with outdated job descriptions. It's been running programs written when you were 5 years old, using information that's about as current as a flip phone in a smartphone world. It's time to give your subconscious a promotion and some new responsibilities. Instead of being the keeper of your limitations, it can become the architect of your possibilities. Instead of being the security guard that keeps opportunities out, it can become the welcoming committee that invites success in. The most beautiful thing about reprogramming your subconscious is that it doesn't require you to become a different person. It requires you to become more of who you already are. You're not adding something foreign to yourself. You're removing the mental clutter that's been blocking your natural magnificence. You're not putting on a costume. You're taking off the masks that never belonged to you in the first place. Think about it this way. A rose doesn't need to learn how to be beautiful. It just needs the right conditions to express its natural beauty. You don't need to learn how to be worthy, successful, or lovable. You just need to create the right mental conditions for these qualities to flourish. Your transformation doesn't have to be dramatic or overnight. Small, consistent changes in how you think and what you focus on will create profound shifts in what you experience. It's like adjusting the course of a ship by just a few degrees. You might not notice the difference immediately, but over time, you'll arrive at a completely different destination. So tell me in the comments below, which of these 3 techniques speaks to your heart? Are you going to be a divine detective, hunting for evidence of your amazingness? Are you going to play the assumption game and start living as if your dreams have already come true? Or are you going to become a grateful rebel, revolutionizing your life through appreciation? And if you found this helpful, if it made you think, yes, I can actually do this, then hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started on this journey of mental renovation. Your subconscious mind is about to get the upgrade it's been waiting for, and darling, you're going to absolutely love the results. The person you're becoming is going to thank you for watching this video and taking action today.